Good morning, good morning. Do, 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 do. Good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome to a daily dose of joy. We are here dosing our brains on the fly throughout the day with these microdosing habits. Habits that are echoed by many people with joyful practices like the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. Check out their book of joy. And one of the really fun reasons that we do the Whoopsie Daisy Stories, which is one of the microdosing tools, is to laugh at ourselves, to have humility, and find the lightness in the little things that can hook you in a day, so that then we are open and capable of all that we're meant to be doing, capable of doing, desiring to do. So I'm going to do Whoopsie Daisy Stories from the 4th of July. Yes, 4th of July. Started off in the... Oh, first I got to tell y'all one tale of myself. So I just started doing this down here and realized I told the first Whoopsie Daisy story and then realized I'd never hit the play button. Whoopsie, the record button. All right. Oh, and there's some kayakers coming down the river. Maybe you'll get to see them in the background. So I'm doing Whoopsie Daisy Stories from the 4th of July because it was funny. I got up, and I'm, as usual, up way before everybody else because I have this practice that I do for you guys to let your mirror neurons do the heavy lifting, because boy, did I want to be around somebody who could have joyful habits, and for me just to take it in and let my mirror neurons do the heavy lifting when that was a bit of a stretch for me back in the day. So I get up early in the morning and do this, and I was up and I had my nightshirt on and a yummy frothy cup of coffee. I have coffee down at the farm because the rest of my family has coffee, so we share making it for each other. And I just thought I'd done such a good job. It was so yummy. And so I head out into the back pasture behind the house. Just long, beautiful, all the morning light. I call it like this, the sea of light, where this kind of like drops off into a little valley, and there's all this sunlight coming through the forest and the trees, and then into this big field that I was walking through. Lord. So I get to the end of it, and I'm up so early that the sprinkler systems come on, because they come on sort of at dawn. And so there are those big ones that rotate around in circles. So I'm like, no problem. I'm just going to jog through this one while it's going that way, and then I'll jog through this one while it's going that way. And I'm making progress, but then some of them are a little more erratic. I'm getting a little bit wet. And my coffee cup, which had been this beautiful frothy coffee, is now filling up with water. And at some point I just decide, okay, I'm going to play in the sprinklers. And so I put my coffee down, and I'm having a great time, but like looking at the sunlight coming through the spray of water and singing, kind of just playing around. And then I look up, I see my family standing in the kitchen window. All parts of my family. Whew. Boy, it was funny. It was a good time had by all to kick off the 4th of July. So that was early in the morning. Then later in the day, like many people, we cook out. So my dad's out manning the grill, and before he gets started, he takes all the charcoal, the old spent charcoal, and we got plenty of room down here on the farm, so he goes and dumps it in the bushes, and then we're cutting up vegetables, and I come out with a big tray of zucchini, and because people are all going back and forth with all the stuff we're doing. I come out, and my puppy, that is normally sort of the color of caramelized marshmallow, sort of creamy with some little burnt marshmallow bits, or cooked caramelized marshmallow bits. And he was soot black. Oh, it's like he heard me talking about him. He ran up here. He was soot black. And just from like his ribs up, like his paws were black, his face was black, his whole chest black, black, black. And he's holding a briquette in his mouth. It comes trotting up to me like, look, Mom, look what I got. He'd gone over and decided there were some really good smells and treats for him in that ash that my dad had thrown out. Like, oh well, whoopsie daisy, whoopsie daisy. Things happen. Let's see. I feel like there was maybe one more whoopsie daisy. Got me laughing at myself and what was it? Sprinkler. Bane shenanigans in that. Well, if it comes to me, I'll tell you the next time we do some Whoopsie Daisy stories. But I wanted to share those and remind us just being able to laugh at ourselves is definitely one of the characteristics of joyful people, and is a wonderful practice to laugh at ourselves when we fall down, when we wobble, when things don't go the way we plan, when we're dealing with an unexpected challenge. Rather than creating all this resistance and negative momentum into our day and microdosing ourselves with canned chemistry, cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine, we can build this practice of whoopsie daisy stories, this ability to laugh at ourselves, out loud, and then share those stories. Keep practicing repaving those neural pathways. Make them the worn paths in your mind. Or when things happen, you easily can laugh at yourself and see the humor in just life. Life has whoopsie daisies and wobbles aplenty. Let's take 3 solidarity breaths together. Let's set the intention to laugh at ourselves today. I plan on laughing with myself today. Sincerely and genuinely taking incremental steps, what feels good. And maybe for now, it's just laughing at my stories. I promise your brain can't help but change. Over time, you'll find humor in things you just never thought were funny in the past, just because of the neurochemistry in the brain. May we look for the humor and look to be surprised and delighted today. Thank you for this time. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.